We are now live with this epicness known as Super Mario World, which I believe is actually the 5th entry in the Mario Brothers numbered thingy, if you count the Game Boy games. So one second, give me a second to set this bad boy up. Let's do this. See, it doesn't change fast enough. I don't like that it doesn't change the actual title. But that's fine because we have Super Mario World. It's a little dim for you guys, so I'll change that. Yes, one second. I'm going to change the inputs, and then we will be ready to go. And this is on the SNES Classic, which most of you guys should know by now. It's a good old series that we've been doing. Wow, that is not the one. That is my old save from forever ago. Let's go back into regular Super Mario World. And then we should be good there. Yes, here we go. Let's go to Mario C, because Mario sees everything. Now, will not claim to be excellent or great at this game, but this is definitely one of the easier Nintendo entries. Watch me die. Yep, see. See, already, this game is ridiculously easy, and I died once. I haven't played this, though, since... My singing might be a little bit out of time, just because of the delay that I have to have for the internet, so bear with me, guys, on that good stuff. And wait for it. Yeah. I will say I'm a professed Mario 3 lover. I like Super Mario World, but Mario 3 is definitely my favorite. It's much more difficult. I like the art style a little bit more. But you guys can argue that in the comment section below, because this game is still fantastic. Aged perfectly well and looks beautiful. Yay, another life up. If you guys hear a lot of tapping on the controller, I'm trying to keep that at a minimum, but that's just because of the microphone and everything else that's going on. Whoa. Fine then, be that way. Whatever. Yay, we got it. First level down. Smooth sailing from here, right? Besides, this is an option level. I don't know if I'm going to do all the Star Road stuff or all the secrets. I'm just going to try and remember how to actually get through the game. So, I will do most of the things. If it's something that I remember or something that you guys remember, let me know. Yeah, there we go. Come on, more lives, more lives! Mwahaha. Darn it. We got, like, what, 3 lives that time? 3 lives? It's a good amount. Especially for a secret. Let's see if we can get a yump. Not quite. Sure. Yeah, I think we got a yump. Right on the tippity top. Into your progress. Your progress will also be saved. That's always nice. Now, I have the original cartridge literally right next to me on my desk for inspiration, if you will. But we are not playing that. We are playing the SNES Classic. And also, I believe we're streaming at 720 at 60 frames, which is, I thought that'd be fine just because this is natively 720, and originally it was like 480, so 1080 shouldn't make a big difference. So why take up the internet, especially if I'm having issues streaming already. But I don't know. Get that bad boy. if there's lots of secrets and you guys are experts at it, just please be patient with me. Because this game is fantastic, but... Wait, what's the jump off button? Oh, it's the spin? Is that it? Yeah, it must be the spin. It's none of the bumpers. I remember bumpers doing a lot more in this game, but apparently not. Alright. I'm gonna take that, go up here. Yay, I'm gonna get the coins. I know that usually I like to try and pick the harder games on the SNES Classic, but I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling like I need something relaxing, especially after just getting done with Cuphead. Yeah, looks good. Thanks, the faithful. I'm just gonna call you Izzy, because it's way easier. Hope that's okay with you. I know. So, Izzy. I know you wanted me to play Alien Wars, but I need to get good at that game. Otherwise nothing's gonna happen. So, dang it. Come on. So, I mean, to be completely fair, we very well could just beat this game today, but I can't stay up that late. This is a maybe power hour of some good old relaxing Mario Bros. Just sit back, relax, and listen to my seductive voice. Oh, that's right, Coops. Oh, yeah. Alright, we got this bad boy. I've seen some speedrunners play this game, and it's crazy. Ridiculous. It's disgusting. Because of the mad precision you actually need. Alright. So, how was your day, Mr. Fancy Pants? I'm gonna try and do the special glitch. See how far I can get in an hour. Beat the game in an hour. I know, get good. That's what I need to do, but that game, it's not. It's a difference. It's what makes a man, and I haven't decided to become a man yet. We might switch to that game later, but this is nice and relaxing after Cuphead. I don't like that those just drop right there. Yay! Yeah, warning does come fast. So, unequivocal thing. Luckily, I don't know if you saw, but Cuphead did really well. I'm glad about that, so I'll keep it up. But we also got some new subscribers, which is really cool. Glad to always hear that. And I'll give you guys a shout out if you comment in the chat. Whoa, 1 second. That's not good. Not what I wanted to do, but good enough. Let's go here. Got that bad boy. Yay. Come on, run. And there we go. Yay. Yep. Oh, come on. And voila. Should be done. Let's read this first. You will get the bonus stars if you cut the tape at the end of the... Yeah, I know this. That's basic. Basic. Yeah, the beginning is a little frustrating, but I start getting better farther on in Cuphead. It's just one of those things that you just need to get used to it. You need to get good. It's one of those games again. The music is so good in this too. I like the extra detail too, where you can punch him out on the other side. It's so cool. Oh, alright. And get that, and of course I can't get that. There we go. Keep going. Yup. Or not. That's right. Yeah, smell like fart. That's exactly what Mario's thinking when he stomps all over him. And we got that. Let's keep going. Oh, I keep forgetting that. I need to wait a little bit longer. Easy peasy. The rest of it's just hug the sidewall. So close. And yet so far. Got that bad boy. Wow, 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 wow. I thought about giving the Simon's Quest a try for you, but I wouldn't know at all what to do in that game. There we go. Yay, beat him. Easy peasy. First world done. I'd say it doesn't really start getting difficult until you get to the... whatever they are, the chocolate... whatever. I don't know. I don't remember what they're called, but... It starts getting more cryptic, where you need to, like, pick the right path to get to the end of the world. The haunted place is kind of difficult, too, so... if I'm lucky, I'll get there tonight. Alright. First castle. Down. Let's take it down. Take the shot. Alright. Yes, I will save. Got this flying thing. That's right. I keep forgetting. This is where you can kind of farm or not. Dang it. I know he's here somewhere. I know that's here. Yes, I know you're there. Gravy. Where the heck is the cape dude? I know you're here, Yoshi. Yeah, got it. We can just pretty much abuse Yoshi for the rest of the... Oh, alright. No, give me... I want the feather. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now I'm pretty much invincible. Or not. Wow. Alright. That's okay. I didn't need it anyway. Yeah, it does look really great. It's also part of the... I forgot the order of this. Dang it. What is it? It's left? Alright, then right? Nope. There's always an order to this that I don't remember. I always remember the first one. There we go. Got it. We get this. Oh, dang it. No. Yep. Alright. It does look amazing. I believe it came out 84 or 85. Not 84. 94. 94 or 95. I don't know specifically. So don't quote me on that one. But it does look really good. Considering also that it was originally... Wow, First Death was originally on like old CRTs that were like 480 resolution. It's crazy. Crazy that that's what we had back in the day. I can pretty much fly over this whole world too. Nice. There we go. Yeah, or not. It's okay, fine. Don't work. I didn't want you to work anyways. Alright, now I need to remember. It was right. No. No, dang it. It was... Yeah. Yeah. Dang it, what was it? Middle? Right. Nope. Oh my gosh. Left. Yep. Yeah, there we go. I need to remember that one. And then this one was... Right. Left. No, what? Alright, fine. I know that they stay virtually the same, so... Whoa, alright. Give me the feather. It's okay. I don't need it. I don't need it. Pish posh. Give me Yoshi. Pish posh, apple shosh. Now I'm invincible again. I keep forgetting I can chew stuff. Eat things. Oh, whoa. Hello. There's a secret up there that I don't remember quite how to... I know I need the flying, but we're not going to go for that. Unless you guys want me to. Yeah. The colors are really vibrant, the backgrounds look crisp. Because if you look at actual comparisons of this version and the OG one, it's interesting how they knew what kind of technology they were dealing with CRTs. So everything was kind of blurring together, and they purposefully programmed, you know, side space because the CRT curved and things like that. So if you put in like Mario 3, for example, you'll see like a good spot of empty space on the side. So you can tell that they purposefully programmed this game to have kind of a blurred color altogether, but then in the remastered one it looks... They fixed all that, because they knew that they're dealing with HD resolutions and we would see every little blemish. But it looks good either way. This is the best it will look. Let's see here. Yeah, I keep forgetting where the green button is. Those of you listening out there, do you remember playing this game or have any fond memories? And if so, do you remember ever beating it? Because I can't say I ever beat this game when I was younger, but that's probably just because, dang it. Come on, Yoshi, come back. Dang it. Auto-scroller. Yay, give me that, give me that, give me that. There we go. Come on. Come on. I know you're there. This is taking a while. Oh, dang it. I did not know that was gonna crush me all the way. I thought it was gonna go back down. Well, here we go. Onward. I forgot what button it is to utilize the thingy. Is it this? Oh, dang it. Yes, that is it. It's always select. Always select to use items, Nathan. You should remember that. That's retro gaming #1. I've also decided that I'm going to play the original TMNT. Just because... Oh, wow. Alright. A lot of people talk about that game recently, and I remember good memories of watching the show and playing the game. So I think that's the next really difficult one. Alien Wars would be nice, but that's... I know you have a classic. I know you have an SNES classic, so I dare you to plug that game in and try and get past the first stage. I got past it, but it's without doing it in the Konami code, of course. Most Contra games aren't beatable with the Konami code, without the Konami code. Yeah, auto-scrolling screens they're interesting and they test your patience, but I mean, they're definitely a pain in the butt. They're not difficult because of the level design. It's just kind of a cheap way to say, well, I guess it's not really that difficult, so we'll just add kind of a fixed time frame. And there's so much waiting time, too. It makes it even more, like, kind of... It makes it nerve-wracking, because you're like, it's slowly inching, slowly but surely. Pixel by pixel, we're getting there. There we go, now it's going faster. Oh, wow. Come on, hurry up. Man, taking that leap of faith. I can't even tell. Is this it? No, we don't go down here. Alright, we go up. Upward and onward. Do you remember watching the Super Mario Bros. Super Show on TV? I loved that when I was a kid. I still love it. I'd go back and watch it. I'd be a little scared, probably because it didn't age as well. But I remember, obviously I wasn't alive when it was showing on TV, and we didn't really have cable. So we had lots of VHSs of it, and I remember one specific one that I watched 1,000 times over that had a guest star of Rowdy Roddy Piper, and it was just hilarious seeing him banter with Mario and Luigi and stuff about them unclogging his pipes and wrecking his bagpipes and stuff like that. It's hilarious. It's really, really funny. Worth a good watch. Alright, that was it. Did I mess that up? I'm pretty sure I messed that up. Yeah. I know where it is, and I know it's up in the top right, but I want to get the secret in here. So, alright, that was it. Okay, let's just go do it. Let's go up here and grab this bad boy. Oh, alright, dang it. Gonna do this, go in here again. Yeah, there we go. Alright. TNT game is actually really hard. I went far, but I can't. I gotta beat that one. Yeah, it's really difficult, and it's one of those difficult games where it's up to par with Ninja Gaiden and like Silver Surfer and stuff like that. But it's also really difficult because just of how the game is programmed and the way the whole Ninja Turtles things are. Like that one famous jump where you can just walk over it, but if you fall in the water, your turtle's drowned, and you basically have 4 lives, but there's some spots you can't beat unless you literally have a certain turtle. So that definitely adds to it. Yeah, the old cartoons were great, and I'm really sad that they didn't boot them up. I hear that they're doing another Super Mario Bros. Movie, and it's being made by... Oh, alright. Okay. Made by the same people who make the Despicable Me stuff, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the old Mario show is absolutely amazing. And of course, if I went back, it probably wouldn't be as amazing. It might be, but I mean, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There was also the original Zelda show that only had a few episodes. I never got to see that. I didn't have a VHS of it, but I've seen it recently, and it's pretty funny. Of course. Okay. What is it? What is the pattern? Oh, come on. Alright. Try this one. I always know the first one, but the rest of them is just like, come on. And we walked out with nothing. But the old Mario show, Super show, they had the plumber Mario rap sort of dance at the beginning. It's kind of funny. And they always had the live action skit right before the cartoon started. Plumber's log, blah blah blah. Kingdom of Koopa Keep. Ba, ba, ba. Come on. Oh, alright. Alright, whoa. Oh, dang it. I guess we almost got a lot. Oh, we got 3, 2. I messed up. Bow. Bow. Wow. Alright. Already in Castle 2. I keep forgetting that it's not start. Oh, whoa. Alright, that was close. I know one of these is a secret pipe. If memory serves me right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, alright. Sure, don't do that. I'm not dealing with all those little guys. I forgot how to control this thing. So, let's run. Let's do some running. And voila! There we go. That's how you do it. Oh, of course. Whoa, alright. But yeah, I remember those. It's good shows, along with the original TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 80s, where April O'Neil's in her giant, bright yellow jumpsuit. That's how you know it's good stuff. Anytime they're in a jumpsuit, okay? Sometimes the cheesy stuff is why some of those old shows are good. That's true. I agree, 100%. Sometimes there's a certain personality that went into the cheese, even though at the time it wouldn't be considered cheesy, but there's a certain innocence that goes with that cheesiness that's still attractive, I guess. Because there's cheesy nowadays that you're like, oh my god, that is... I don't want to be anywhere near that. That show sucks. Or stuff like that, but... And probably, I mean, it might just be me, but... I mean, those original Mario Bros. Shows, stuff like that, I don't think could be made today, just because of it perfectly encapsulates the atmosphere and priorities of the time. So that definitely adds to the charm of it. You recently beat Final Fight 3, and that was super fun. One second, I'm trying to beat this guy one more. There we go. No, give me that, there we go. Okay, one second. Recently beat Final Fight 3, that was super fun. Tried playing UN Fighter Squad and got my butt handed to me so stinking hard. UN Fighter Squadron? I don't remember that one. I'd have to see some footage of that one. But yes, Final Fight 3 is good. I remember playing that. Wow. Final Fight 3, Final Fight 2, and Final Fight 1. Those are great games. All made by Capcom. And part of the thing that I thought was really cool about that was it was in the same universe as Street Fighter, obviously, because it was made by, you know, Capcom and the same people who made Street Fighter. So there were a lot of connecting motifs in both games. So you'd see Chun-Li in the back of some levels and other parts, and you'd see some character cameos, and it'd be really cool. And just kind of bring it together. Yeah, very cool. Final Fight. There's also a really rare one called Mighty Final Fight. It was an NES game, and it's kind of the supposedly definitive edition of the first Final Fight, or second one. No, the first one. So of the first one, it's interesting. It has, I forget, some extra characters and stuff like that, but, whoa. Alright. Alright, I forgot your catch, mister. Alright, bounce off him. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he falls down. Do that. Yeah, that's right, I remember. And one more, the Magic Mario 3. Yeah, there we go. What's another game that was really difficult back in the day? There's a certain era of games where they all feel very similar, and they both were trying to basically compete for the same difficulty. It's like to see whose can be the most difficult, and that was kind of bragging rights for kids on the block. And I think that added to some of the personality. But yeah, good SNES beat 'em ups are great. That's why there's Ninja Warrior, Final Fight. There's some of the Double Dragon games. There's Battletoads that was on there. I mean, there are so many good ones, and it's I think there's a lot of good memories associated with those games just because you primarily played them co-op. So you played them with your buddy and made memories that way. And oftentimes the games weren't even beatable if you didn't play them co-op. So I think that's interesting too. Let's get that extra coin just cause. Come on. There we go. No, come on. There we go. Yeah. Yes. Mario skills. Alright. Get this bad boy. Oh. Come on. I think it would be fun to play some beat 'em ups on this channel, but no, I can't get that. It's one of those things where it's way more fun to play with another person. So obviously I want to wait for Shiraz. I remember this part. This part was so cool. And voila, alley-oop. Gotta get greedy and go for that Yoshi coin. And this part, I believe, is where I started doing a lot of secrets when I was younger. Dang it. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Yes, Genesis had, in my mind, that was the king of beat 'em ups, just because that's what I grew up with. So and it had that classic Genesis kind of tinny machine sound, kind of 90s punk-esque. So it added to the extra, like, radical, hardcore, you know, just raw, brutal fighting. No, 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 get away from me, get away from me. Alright. Jeez. I guess we beat it. Streets of Rage, Punisher. Yeah, Punisher, that game is worth a lot of money now. Punisher on the Genesis. It's crazy. Streets of Rage was great. I'd have to see a list and look at what I have to really have some come to mind, but a lot of them also were on the SNES, so I remember that. But man, I think also too is that was one of the first types that came over from the arcade that really felt like the arcade. At least had good arcade ports for the most part, I guess. I mean, some of them were worse than others, but there's also that feeling when it first came out that, oh my gosh, this is the same, if not better, as the arcade version. Like, why would we go back? It's finally here. The next big thing. We finally made it. Arcade games in home. Which is also interesting to think about. Because arcades used to be the spot where you went to go to play really, really advanced games, and now it's kind of like, well, arcade games, there's like no new arcade games aside from, like, the newest ones are probably from, I don't know, 2006 or 7. That's what it feels like, because whenever you go there, you're like, oh, this is some Alien Isolations thing or whatever, and that is an older movie, I guess, so. Or some Terminator, old Judgment Day stuff. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I don't care anymore. Just give me the key. I do not want to deal with that. That's right, I remember this. I'm gonna slow down. Yeah, we're gonna get this. Come on. I'm gonna risk it and get all these coins. Get greedy. Alright, let's see if we can get a yump. And voila. Yeah. Oh, not what I wanted. Clicked on the wrong video on my phone. I want to make sure that everything's working properly. I feel like SNES had great RPGs and Genesis had great beat-em-ups. Yeah, I would agree with that. Absolutely. Because, let me think here. SNES had amazing RPGs. Some JRPGs too, that it had Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 3. I mean, it had also Final Fantasy 2. I mean, when I say Final Fantasy 3, I mean Final Fantasy 6. Because of that whole mix-up. But it had amazing RPGs. It had even some good tile-based strategy RPGs, such as Ogre Battle, Fire Emblem, stuff like that. So it was king of RPGs. I would say pretty much the same as, I would say, Sony is king of RPGs today. Because, I mean, there are some RPGs on Xbone and Switch, especially Switch now, but prior to that, prior to Xenoverse or Xenoblade, there really wasn't much on the Switch. So, yeah, and then obviously Genesis was king of a lot of arcade ports. I'm trying to play this game while I'm thinking, so it's a little difficult. Yay, get the bats. Not the bats! I'd say these are the only bats. Oh, I spoke way too soon. I was gonna say these are the only bats that I don't feel threatened by. But you know what? It's okay. I'm getting hit all over the place. As long as you make it. There was a really good RPG on Genesis that I remember playing when I was little. Yeah, what was it called? Dang it. Beyond something. Beyond Oasis. That's what it was. Beyond Oasis. If you haven't played that game, I mean, obviously it might be nostalgia playing into, you know, my high praise for that game. But I would absolutely say that's a must-play game if you owned a Genesis. And not a lot of people know about it. Beyond Oasis was... Oh, that was stupid. It's kind of an action hack-and-slash RPG. Everything about it makes me happy. So if you haven't played that game, you should absolutely... Oh, yeah, that was really close. You should absolutely go for it. And I know some of you play with emulators, so you could absolutely check it out. Nope, leave me alone. Ugh. I can't believe I'm dying on this. This is where it starts getting tough. Good old, I guess, ghosts and stuff. It doesn't help either that I'm Mini Mario. Oh, jeez, come on, just give me the coin. I want to be... Hi, Blue Hedgehog Man 17. That's quite the username. I appreciate the transparency on that. I take it you're a fan of Sonic, just a little bit. What is your favorite Sonic game? If you, I know I'm assuming that you like Sonic, but I think it's safe to say. So, what would be your favorite Sonic entry? I'm very impartial to Sonic 2, obviously. Sonic 3 was amazing, because you could go Super Saiyan. But, I don't know. Oh, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Alright. Come on, just give me the coins. Just give me the coins. Yeah, it's Sega Forever on Google Play. I started playing the games literally today on my phone. Yep, that's the way to do it. If you don't want to take the hard route like I did and collect for the system, then it saves you a lot of money and you pretty much have the whole library at your fingertips. They have some of the similar things that Nintendo did, such as the Genesis whatever. You can... Oh, come on. Decent Sonic fan. Gotcha. I think if you're dedicated enough to have your username after him and have your profile picture, I think that's awesome enough. You're definitely above most people. I'll just assume your favorite Sonic is Sonic 06. Everybody's favorite version of that game. Or Sonic Boom, you know. Two masterpieces of our time. By far best entry in the series, right? Wait for these guys to leave the screen. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Music was good in this game too. I've said that a few times, but it's eerie just enough. There's a theory supposedly that that all these ghosts or all these Yoshi ghost things are the Yoshis that you have killed along the way, along your journey. and it definitely makes sense. I would agree that I would definitely take ownership that I've killed a few Yoshis in my day. Come on. And, yeah, got it. Okay, I'll take a minute to read this. I prefer Sonic 1 on the Genesis, but I like Sonic and Knuckles. I also... Or Sonic 3 and... Yeah, gotcha. I also Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is really good on the Genesis or the PS2. Shadow the Hedgehog and even Sonic Colors Wii. I originally played Heroes for the GameCube, but I plan to record the PC port. I will not record Sonic 2006. It's awful. Yes, that game is awful in every way. There are a certain batch of them on the PS3 that literally the cutscenes won't even play. Not joking. Like, if you get a certain version... Come on. No, come on. If you get a certain version, just one of the copies that's bunk, of course, then it literally will... I'm pretty sure it'll either skip through the cutscenes or it'll drop the frames to, like, 15. And it's pre-rendered. That's what's ridiculous, so... It's not even in-engine, so there's no excuse for things to be that bad. But I'm definitely a fan of Sonic Heroes. That was the one I played when I was really little. Or when I should say when I was old enough to dang it. Well, that sucks. But I played Sonic Heroes on the PS2. Sonic Colors is good. I didn't mind. I liked Shadow just because Shadow, I would say, to be completely honest, Shadow is my favorite Sonic character, just because he's red and black. Best colors in history. So that's what I always chose. I remember playing Shadow the Hedgehog, or going over to a friend's house, because he had Shadow the Hedgehog, and I remember him, like, swearing, or saying, you know, the D word, after... every single time he dies, or for the most part, whenever he dies, he says it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be playing this game. This game is too hardcore for me. Like, that sort of thing. Come on, I didn't even touch it. Got gypped. Whoa, hello. Hello. I hate these bubbles. These bubbly bubbles. These Michael Bublés. Come on. Yeah? I know there's an arrow there. Thank you for that. I know, I just need to go there. As far as being a Sonic fan, I don't just play Sonic content, I'm a big Mario fan as well, and play Pokemon, The Legend of Zelda, and even Super Smash Bros. Among others. Yes, that is a must. And it's great that you're not just a Sonic fan, because I would not want to be associated with that fan base, just because of how hardcore they are on many things. So, on that note, what are some of your favorite Mario games? Just to keep the conversation going. Dun, dun, dun. My favorite, I would say, is Super Mario 3. But I also enjoy Super Mario World. Oh, whoa, whoa. Move. Keep going. You got this. And, of course, Pokemon is great. I remember playing... Crystal and Yellow were my first. Oh, I'm surprised they made that. So, I'm a big fan of the OGs. I haven't played too much of the newer ones. Ultra Sun or Moon. Come on. There we go. Got it. There we go. Yay! And my favorite Zelda game would be Link to the Past. Just because that was one of the first ones I played. Come on, you got this, Nathan. Ugh, dang it, I didn't realize that the middle was a star. How many we got? I didn't know, I see you're playing the SNES Mini. I have Super Mario World on the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console. Yes, the Virtual Console on both systems is very extensive, and I've spent a little too much money on the Virtual Console, because that was prior to when I started collecting, and I figured, you know, $5, $10 here, $5 there to get these classic games. Little did I know that Nintendo would cut me off from the Virtual Console, even until now with the Switch and stuff. So, what is it? The Wii Shop just went down, I believe. If not now, pretty soon, like in the next couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure it went down already, but that was kind of upset to see all the money I've spent on there, and for some good times I went back and purchased some more games just because there were exclusives, and a lot of people would say they were the best ports on there. So I spent some more money there. It's an absolute must for me. Come on, there we go. Let's read this. Yes, I originally grew up with the Super Mario World as I wasn't born when the NES existed. I also played All Stars, the kart series, and even the party series. Yes, absolutely. Let's see here. All Stars was my original first, you know, introduction to this game, because it had a version of it where it had both Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, The Lost Levels, which is come on, ugh, I hate this part. There we go. The Lost Levels was pretty much, come on. Am I just stupid? Do I not know? Let's get this. Come on. There we go. I don't care. I'm going up. Don't want to get stuck in that trap. Yes, the All-Stars Mario Bros. Plus the Super Mario World was the perfect cart. I would say if anybody started collecting, that would be the version they should get. Even though it costs a little bit of money, it has a remastered version of the original, which you can either like or hate, and then it has a remastered version of the second one, which is also really great. And then the kart series, for me, for the SNES, it's a little bit more difficult to play, just because I was used to Double Dash, because I was born a little bit later. So that was the one that I was used to. But I really appreciate the Super Nintendo version now. And Super Smash Bros. Is a friendship ender. So I have lots of fond memories and horrible memories. Dang it, where the heck? Oh, that's right, it despawns. If I go too far ahead. No, Yoshi, come back. Okay, fine. Go into the fiery pits from which you came. You evil dinosaur. All Stars was great. Let's see, I'm gonna try and read this and play. Alright. The Wii Shop channel isn't completely discontinued, it just stopped games from being purchased and downloaded. It will be continued next year. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew that it was going down either sometime soon, or I knew that something was happening. So I kind of got my fill of that. But it's definitely a smart investment prior if you purchased a Wii and then bought some games on there, because Wii's are really cheap now, being 2 consoles behind. Luckily, we still have the Wii U Virtual Console, so that you can purchase all your ports over from there, all the classics, instead of going out and buying the physical carts or going to emulators and stuff like that. Yeah, Super Mario Kart was terrible steering. I first grew up with the 64 and Mario Kart 64, so remains all-time favorite at the moment. Yes, Mario Kart 64. I never had a 64 growing up. That was always a go to my friend's house, and he was the one that had the Super Nintendo, so I remember a lot of fond memories of, dang it, of playing Smash and playing Mario Kart 64 or Star Fox 64. That was always fun co-op, even though you could barely see anything. It's definitely a lot of fond memories. I would say that one and Double Dash are definitely my favorite. The Mario Kart 8 is definitely a great entry, and I love being able to play it portably, but it doesn't scratch that same itch that the OG... Whoa. Alright. But yeah, I do agree that the... No, come on. Come on. That the steering was awkward. Come on. You got this. Steering was definitely awkward with the Super Mario Bros. Kart. Because it did the Mode 7 thing where it tried to... It was faux 3D, so they had different layers in the background to moving at the same time to appear as if it was 3D. So it was definitely... For me, at least, it was kind of an eyesore until I got used to it. But it's definitely... It definitely holds a near and dear place in my heart. Let's see here. I think that was similar with... Obviously, Star Fox had the Mode 7. That was the poster child for it. So I remember hearing all about that. But there were a few other games that had that. Aw, dang it. That was not good. What? Like, where the heck are these bullet bills coming from? Just all four directions. Not going for it. And we beat it. Yeah. I was able to get Pokemon Snap to play on the Dolphin emulator. Really? That's interesting. Pokemon Snap was always an oddity to me, just because I was like, this is... Am I shooting? Because I didn't know what was going on. I knew it was called Pokemon Snap, but I wasn't thinking... I didn't put two and two together thinking that, oh geez, just taking pictures of the Pokemon. I literally thought we were shooting the Pokemon for whatever reason. I was very young. So... I remember a friend trying to 100% that or get a picture of all the Pokemon. I don't remember 100% what it was, but come on. There we go. Come on. Oh, okay, fine. Come on. Nope. Come on. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there, Mario. You got this. Alright. The rest of this is kind of difficult because this level forces you to rely on the Magic Koopa or comic, whatever it's called. Let's see here, come on. This is another one to test your patience. Oh, come on. Nope. Alright. Despite playing every Super Smash Bros. Series and Switch version comes on later this year, I have never actually owned Melee. I played it with friends and family members. Melee was one of those where it's definitely... it's the fastest paced one, it's the most regulated in tournaments, it's very hardcore in its following, and a lot of people think it's either Melee or nothing, just because of the speed and how balanced the characters were after a while, but it's not my favorite. I think the original one is my favorite just because I remember playing that with so many friends, but I do enjoy 4 kept up with the Space Emissary thing. Come on. In Brawl. I know a lot of people hated that at launch, but it's kind of a cool little thing if you go back to Brawl. It's like a slightly better story mode that most Smash games are missing, I think. Aside from, I guess, the first story mode in the first one, which was just kind of go up in the ranks until you beat the Master Hand. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Switch version, which we don't know if it's going to be a port of 4 or a completely new one. I think it's going to be a new one. Just basing it on the fact that they previewed newer versions of the Nintendo mascots. So like in the trailer, the teaser, it showed Breath of the Wild Zelda, and I believe it showed the Odyssey version of Mario and some other stuff. And obviously the Splatoon kids are going to be in it. So I don't think they're going to waste all this hype on a re-release, because at that point they could have just released it earlier on, around the same time they did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I think that new console, new Wii U, they're gonna celebrate it that way. But yes, I agree, Izzy, that Mode 7, it was definitely a hit or miss on some games because it's obviously an optical illusion, so you're trying to trick parts of your brain saying that, oh, this is 3D. Dang it, I missed that. So if they didn't do it properly, then you're definitely gonna get a headache, no matter what. And even still, Star Fox kind of gave me a headache. But that's just something that you need to get used to, I guess. A lot of people, hardcore fans, would say. So we beat it. Beat that. In the Pokemon, I played every N64 game except Gotcha, Coliseum, Ruby, Gotcha, Gold, Diamond, Black, briefly, Rumble of WiiWare, and even Shuffle and Pictocross. Wow, hardcore fan. I've played a little bit of most of those, Coliseum and what is it? It was the other one, Gale of Darkness XD, I think. It was the one with the dark version of Lugia on the front. It was the other GameCube one. I remember playing that one. I don't remember too much of it, but obviously it's the GameCube and you're seeing 3D Pokemon, so it was amazing. Along with all the Coliseum games. Those are really, really fun. On 64. And then they had or not Coliseum, the Stadium games, my bad, I'm sorry. Whoa. But yeah, my first two was Yellow, then it was, what was it? It was Yellow, Crystal, then I got into the DS games, which was Diamond and Pearl. I played Diamond. And then I went out and bought Sapphire with my own money. I remember that too. Very, very key moments in me growing up. And I played a little bit of Black. I played all of Omega Ruby just because it's the original game but in 3D. And then, dang it, I played a little bit of Sun and Moon, but it wasn't my favorite. I thought they did really, really cool things with it, but I think that it just didn't feel quite the same. And then I haven't played any of Ultra Sun and Moon yet. How about that hype for the new Switch leak for Pokemon? A lot of people think, dang it, lost that. A lot of people think it's just gonna be a, I missed that. I messed all that up. Yeah, Hey You Pikachu. That one was another one. That was really weird, just because you had to have the microphone to talk to Pikachu and do that sort of thing. I always thought it was really, it freaked me out how Pikachu actually understood you for the most part. I mean, obviously it's really finicky, but it was still really, really cool technology at the time. And still would be if I talked to Pikachu and Pikachu talked back. That'd be freaking amazing. Worth every penny. Worth every $1 million in my book. But Pokemon games are definitely awesome. Ah, I keep forgetting to not go that way. And voila! Made it. Oh, Sonic and Brawl 3DS and Wii U. I have a really tough time facing Sonic in Smash 4 just because people tend to spam the homing spin, and that's what irritates me because I'm a Falco main, and then I believe Pac-Man or dang it. I feel like I'm confident in most characters, but I don't know. I spent the most time in 4 just because that's the one that we all had around. What? He has a spike on his head? Thought that was a little hair gel or something. Let's see, what else we got? Sorry, I forgot Battle Revolutions. I played that. Battle Revolutions was another one. I remember playing that. I believe that was on Wii? I could be totally wrong, and I might be thinking of a different one. Come on, fire! Jeez, this is the one spot. This isn't that hard. I'm just not paying attention. But Hey You Pikachu is definitely a cool little chapter in... Whoa, alright. Cool little chapter in Nintendo history. Especially if you were a hardcore Pokemon fan. And voila, and voila, and we got them all. Oh, dang. That usually works. Usually works, you know. It's just gotta have hardcore skill. I'm gonna take a little sip of coffee. What's your favorite Legend of Zelda game? Dang it, wow. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Battle Revolutions. Then I am thinking of the same one. Because that's the one where you can also transfer your Pokemon from the DS games, correct? Because I remember doing that to one of the Wii games, where I transferred all the Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl over, and I remember being like, oh, this is so cool, it's 3D, and all this other stuff is... No, come on. Just let me step on you. You're not worth my mere time. Let me get over to the more fire part. Alright, these stupid Monty moles. Alright. Yeah, what's your favorite Zelda game? I'd say favorite 2D Zelda. I've beaten every single one except for... I've played every single one, but I haven't... I'd say I've beaten a handful, so... I have not beaten Twilight Princess... Or not Twilight Princess. I haven't beaten Skyward Sword. I haven't beaten the handhelds Oracle of Seasons or Ages. Dang it, come on. No, come on! I can't even hit it. But... What's your favorite main installation in the series? Come on, come on. Oh, dang it. You tricked me. There we go. Got him. Whoa, alright. Going way up there, aren't you? And ta-da, done. Yeah, but my favorite 2D one is Link to the Past. Favorite 3D one... I really enjoyed Twilight Princess. A lot of people think that's lame, but I really enjoyed Twilight Princess. Different atmosphere. Ocarina of Time was really good. I played most of that on the 3DS. The 3DS version with up-res graphics, just because I didn't have a 64 growing up. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. You could connect N64 games with Game Boy, with the transfer pack GameCube, with Game Boy Advance Game Link cable. Yeah, I remember that. And DS with the Wii Wireless. Yes. Yeah. I remember that. I remember it always being a hassle to find the link cable for Game Boys. Stuff like that. The transfer pack, that was... I never did that, but I do remember a lot of other people bragging about it on the schoolyard. Get rid of this guy. Alright. Come on. This one they literally just said, well, what else can we add? Dang it! I was really never a fan of The Legend of Zelda until I started playing both N64 games on the Wii Virtual Console. The Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. Not to be completely, not to copy that or reiterate that, but when I was younger, I didn't play any of the Zelda games. I just knew about Zelda in Smash 64, so I was just like, oh, this guy's so cool, he has a sword, he's green. It's just, I'm playing as this guy. And then, it wasn't until later on when I had some emulators on my brother's computer. Come on, just let me. No, come on. There we go, we got it. But yes. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying to... Ugh, come on. Oh, no, no, no. I messed up. Dun, dun. Yep, jumped right into it. What's your favorite RPG of all time? RPG... When I think RPG, I think of JRPG, but I understand that a lot of people would go for Western RPGs like Skyrim and Fallout and stuff like that. Ugh, come on. My favorite RPG of all time. And when I think RPG, I think turn-based, very stat-based, text-heavy, story-driven. I'd have to say my favorite JRPG of all time is probably the... It's probably... Dang it, wow, that's really tough. I don't know if I can think about that right now in this level. Dang it, come on. Played Twilight Princess, Phantom Hourglass, A Link to the Past, A Link Between Worlds, and even Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a interesting, very good installation, and I really enjoyed A Link Between Worlds. Obviously, it's kind of a remake of A Link to the Past, but it was really cool how they incorporated the 2D puzzles into it, and that's something that I really enjoyed figuring out. And especially because Link to the Past was my favorite. It further cemented that one being in it, because I forgot how great the original was, especially with that, so... Dang it, I always jump too high. You just need to tap it. Tapping. Taparoo. Just barely tap it. You got this. You got this. Keep running. This is the one that always scared me with these teeth. You always have more than enough time, but it makes you feel urged. I don't remember how to get through this. Dang it. And voila. And da-da. Dang it. Where the heck? I'm assuming I just keep going up, right? And... Favorite RPG. I'm leaning towards Dragon Quest, what is it? It's either 7 or 8. Dang it, I can't remember. It's been so long, but I remember playing that version so much on the PS2 back in the day. Obviously, I want to try and stay away from some of the Final Fantasy titles because those are cop-outs. I love Chrono Trigger in every way possible. That's a must-play if anybody is a fan of SNES and loves JRPGs. That is a must-play. I would say stop what you're doing right now and go play that game, but obviously I preferred the company. There's a secret near that door in Ludwig's castle. Dang it, I should have looked down faster. There's a pretty much a 15-second delay between when you guys send it and when I see it. So, please forgive me for if I respond late to your stuff. JRPG? Yeah, I'd have to say it's probably a Dragon Quest VIII. That's the one with the Gohan-looking dude with the red bandana. I'm pretty sure it's 8. Yeah, that's it. The Cursed King, I think it's called. Yeah, I'll say Dragon Quest VIII. That's my favorite because of Jessica and all that other good stuff. That's what got my hormones going when I was a kid. All that stuff. Let's see. I've been getting debates on which version of Wind Waker I should get. I have a UK friend who thinks I should get the GameCube original because of exclusive content with the GBA. That is, yeah. Others suggest I should get the Wii U HD remake because of improved graphics. By the way, there's a secret near that door in Ludwig's Castle. Yep. The first RPG I ever played was Crystalis on NES. I played the crap out of that game. Alright, I'll address this one by one. I have played both Wind Waker on GameCube and Wind Waker HD, the remake on Wii U. I 100% say go with the Wii U version, just because not only is there improved graphics, like immense improved graphics. It's crazy to think that it makes that much of a difference with that type of art style, but there's certain little things that they added into the remake, like, or I should say took away. Like in the original Wind Waker, you had to do all these grocery shopping missions with Tingle, and you had to drive around the sea looking for these little things, and they basically cut that down and cut most of it out in the Wii U version. So if you're a purist, then I would say go with the GameCube version, but I don't think the content with the Game Boy is a make or break it for me. So whenever I go back and play that game, I definitively love the HD version. And Crystalis, that is a really fun game, and at it's a cryptic enough game that makes you think like Legend of Zelda, but at the same time it has enough real-time enough real-time strategy with a lot of RPG elements. Like I believe you can go blind. Dang it, come on. There are a lot of status effects that I remember being confused with, but that's part of what I loved about it, because it felt more real. And obviously you had the cool sword, stuff like that. Spanish speak. The first RPG. I do not know Spanish, so I apologize if that's an issue. But I believe YouTube has Spanish subtitles. But thank you for joining, Raul Ramirez, I believe is how you pronounce it. I didn't have the tongue roll in there, so... Oh, come on, come on. You got this. 1, 2, 3. 3. Dang it, come on. You got this. And... So yeah, I would say we go with the HD remake. Especially if you have a Wii U. That, I would say, is the definitive version. I only got one. And if it's anything, I am definitely 100% the person that goes for preserving the original content. But I mean, I played through some of the Game Boy exclusive content, but it didn't really make a huge difference for me. It's definitely a cool thing that they incorporated it. Oh, I remember this world. I always wonder how far the, oh, alright. Oh, yeah, come on, come on. How off the timing is, so whenever I hum with the music, it's in time with it for me, but... Oh, alright, I guess we're just doing that. Are you more into Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, or Tekken? Let's see. I enjoy Mortal Kombat just because I was a Genesis kid. We had the blood code and we had all the proper Genesis tones and sounds that, oh come on. With the original Killer Instinct, I have never actually played, so I can't really say much about that. I hear that the Xbox remake or remaster of it is the way to go. But I'm not 100% sure. Let's see, Street Fighter. I didn't grow up with Street Fighter, but now I would say Street Fighter is probably my favorite. The only issue I have with Street Fighter is how difficult it can get sometimes. I liked the anime Japanese aesthetic. Part of the issue was as I was purchasing games around that time, there was the whole million releases of the same game, so there's like 1,000 versions of Street Fighter 2, and that always confused me, so I was always scared to fully get into it. Oh, come on. And Tekken, I can't get into because it's so complex. It's one of those where you almost have to pick one and just commit your life to it. At least that's how I feel, because I know a lot of people that compete with that game. that it's just really difficult, and they're a lot. It's all combo based. It's a lot less user friendly, I think. But that could just be me when I was younger, because I haven't played the most recent one, which is 7, I believe. Oh, all right. Street Fighter 2 Turbo myself, probably because of most of the nostalgia. Yes, Turbo I would say is definitely the addition to go with, just because it's faster, and I believe it had all the characters. Come on, all right, fine, get rid of that. And there's actually, if you buy the, what is it, 20th, oh come on, I think it's called 20th Anniversary. There's a new Street Fighter game that came out that basically gives you all the versions of Street Fighter 2, which is really cool, because then you can get Alpha and some other ones. Oh, alright, fine. But yeah, I'd say Street Fighter now, but when I was younger, definitely Mortal Kombat, because I was a huge fan of Scorpion, and the blood and gore was man-making out of me. But you gotta get the Chun-Li legs in there. That's a must too. But I'm glad you asked. What are your favorites? I heard Faithful, the Faithfuls. His is Street Fighter, which is a great pick. Love it. Whoa. Okay. The other games I played including Glover, Diddy Kong Racing, and even Donkey Kong, all on Nintendo 64s. Donkey Kong 64 was impossible for me as a kid because of all the collectibles. And obviously I didn't own a 64, so imagine trying to restart a new save every single time. Because that game is king of having infinite pointless collectibles, and that was always really difficult for me. Glover, I haven't thought about that game in forever. That's crazy to think about. I'd have to replay that game again to get a full grasp on how amazing that game was. Diddy Kong Racing, I actually have a copy, CIB copy right over there. I love that game. That one, I loved all the racing. A lot of people would call them Mario Kart racing clones, but I enjoyed Diddy Kong Racing. I enjoyed the South Park Rally one. I don't remember. I believe that's the full name. Rally, whatever. And obviously Mario Kart. And I believe there was one more on N64. There were a couple more, but I don't remember what they were. Oh no, that's right, I forget about this. I don't want those guys to show up, so we're not even gonna deal with it. And, oh, dang it. And yump. Yay, we got more secrets. I think they should make a Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct, since both series have finishing moves, also because they made Street Fighter X. Oh, Street Fighter versus Tekken. Yes, and I think that would be a really cool mix-up, just because it would also help ease new players into the Killer Instinct situation. Even though they made a remaster of the game, I still think not enough people know about it. And it was definitely a solid game from what I hear. The Mortal, what was it? The Street Fighter versus Tekken, I didn't play that one, but I remember I was more of a MVC, Marvel vs. Capcom, or some other crossover ones, so I really enjoy the new Dragon Ball Fighters. That game, I just got done playing a bunch of that right before I started streaming. So I love that game because I'm obsessed with the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z universe. Hardest game you have ever played on any system? I think you know that answer. Because I do not. I still haven't beaten it all the way. So the hardest games I have ever played Whoa, that was really close. This game is definitely not one of them, but it is definitely... Oh, come on, you got it. Oh, on the NES, the hardest game I have played... Oh, come on. The hardest game I've played on NES is Ninja Gaiden. The hardest game that I've played on SNES would have to be either Super Ghouls and Ghosts or Hagane, and I have definitely not beaten Hagane because that game is worth a fortune, a literal fortune, and I have not beaten both quests of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, as you guys might have seen on this channel. I gave up because I could not beat the last boss with the stupid bracelet, because that's what you have to do. And yeah, so that was definitely a pain. Hardest game, what's next? Let's see, we have 64. The hardest game on 64, leave me alone, Mr. Fish. Hardest game on 64. For me was probably GoldenEye, because most of the first-party Mario titles were a little bit more kid-friendly. Even though Ocarina of Time is pretty in-depth, that's more of a... You'll find out where to go and you'll eventually get it situations, but GoldenEye I think was really difficult for me. No, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Give me a nice good old boost up. Come on. Give me a mushroom. I'll read that in a second if I make it through this world. Come on. All these sleeping penguin fish. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Come on, come on, come on. I've never felt... Oh, yes. Alright. Yeah, the hardest game I've played now officially is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Just because... I've never beaten any of the R-Type or Gradius. I've beaten the first Gradius, but that's definitely an impossible game. I thought about Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat versus Tekken, but nothing would make sense because Mortal Kombat has fatalities and the other two series do not have finishing moves. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, how would that work? It'd be interesting, because if they did do that, they'd have to redesign finisher moves, because they're not going to take away finishing moves from Mortal Kombat. That's part of what made that franchise, was the gory finishers. And a lot of people would say that's the best thing about that game, or those games. Come on, Mr. Bob-omb. Dude. Alright, Yoshi. And don't let Rip Van Fish attack you. Yeah. Yeah, I tried not to for the most part, but there's some point when I was younger where my brain literally turned off and was like, I guess this is as far as I'm getting. I forgot about that, dang it. And we're getting to it. It's whatever the... No, no, come on. Or not. Fine. You guys might have to help me on which way to go in this Forbidden Woods area, because I don't fully remember how to go the right way. Biddle-doo. Have you guys ever played any of the ROM hacks for these games, like Brutal Mario World, or I think the newest one is Salty Seagin World? It's really weird. It's a lot of stuff that some speedrunners kind of dig into, so I understand that it's definitely not for the faint at heart. Come on, leave me alone. I'm Mini Mario, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Or jump off, that's fine too. Alright, here we go, going up. This is the way to go, right? Yep, no problem, the faithful. It was a pleasure having you. Oh dang it, I'm not big enough. I understand that you need to get up early tomorrow for the baby, so just pleasant dreams. Make sure to think about me. Enter the final green pipe. That's what I did, but I wasn't Big Mario. So I kind of screwed that one up. Because I know that this goes into like an infinite loop. So what I'm going to do is... Ooh, no, we don't want to go there. That's too difficult for me. I'm going to skip out on that. So let's do this one and actually beat it. Or not, fine. I do plan on recording Super Mario World ROM hacks. Also, I recorded some Super Mario 64 ROM hacks. Yeah, I've seen some of those. Some of the ROM hacks for Super Mario 64 are crazy. I recently saw I don't think it has a specific name, but it's the one where they literally redesigned. Come on, they redesigned Hyrule, so Mario's going in all of the Ocarina of Time worlds. And it's crazy how well they did that, but at the same time it's so faithful to the actual game that it's really hard to imagine. No, stop. That's the third time that's happened. Come on, Nathan, you got this. But that's awesome that you plan on you're brave enough to stumble into that world. ROM hacks are not for everybody. They're very intense. There we go. Got him. Right? Got him. Yeah. Now give me Yoshi. That's what I want. But I also want Big Mario. Otherwise, this isn't gonna do anything. Or not. Fine. No. Come back. Or not. Oh, oops. And wait for it. Or not. Please tell me this isn't the... Alright. Work our way through here. Slow. Aw, come on. I guess we need to find another mushroom. There we go. No. Alright. Let's see here. Dang it. Come on. We want mushrooms. We want more mushrooms. You just downloaded the Ocarina of Time ROM hack on Super Mario 64. I'll record it in the future. Yes, please do, because I would absolutely watch that. That ROM hack interests me so much. It looks so cool. Which one of these has the mushroom? I know one of these does. Oh, well, never mind. I didn't even need it. I didn't realize that I had. Well, last impact in Super Donkey Kong 64, and I also want to get Star Road and 74. Yes, some of those I haven't heard of, but some of those I've definitely seen, and they're pretty cool. Definitely worth it. I've seen some people port them over on cartridges, which is hard to believe that they fit all that extra space on there, because obviously the original game didn't have most of it, and I understand that the cartridge had enough space for most of the games, but to kind of fuse together two games still blows my mind that people are finding ways to change up games from 20, 30 years ago. Oh, come on. Don't hurt me. And now we're good. And it up. Bum. There we go. I'm gonna skip that bunch over there. And I understand, I'm pretty sure there's like a power-up thing that I can get, but I'm just gonna see how far I can get before I get super tired. Here's a secret. Nope, not over here. Oh, that's right. This spot. What's your favorite hack so far that you've tried out? Because I know the whole Kaizo series is pretty difficult, and obviously that's mostly for Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World. I tried the Super Mario 3 one. I have the cart right over there, but it's crazy how difficult some of it can get, but I enjoy a nice challenge. Every once in a while, at least. I'm a glutton for punishment. Now I'm trying to think and play at the same time. Come on. No, I'm not. I'm not going for all 96. I don't know the game well enough to do that. Dang it. No 100% run here. I'm just playing it. I might do it another time. No, come on. So I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but I'm not good enough for that right now. So we're going to try. Come on, and wait for it. And right now we're just gonna see how far I can get, because there's some other games that people want me to get to. I want to get better at Alien Wars, Contra Alien Wars. I will not play the Kaizo ROM hacks; they're too difficult. That goes for Super Mario World 2. Yes, they are stupidly difficult. That's one of those things that you're either dedicating your life to figuring it out, or you're going to try and speedrun it in the future. Luckily, I figured out most of it, or at least watched some speedrunners play it, so I knew how to do some of the tricks. It's just, even still, if you know how it's supposed to be done, they're so difficult that, I mean, just executing the jump or the trick or whatever it's ridiculous. And that's the way it is with a lot of the Mario Maker levels, too. It's either knowing the trick to it. Oh yeah, these guys. Sadly, they don't show up. Oh, alright. They don't show up in much of the other Mario games. There's only room enough for one Yoshi dinosaur type creature. And that's Yoshi, obviously. Even though he's not a dinosaur. Officially a Yoshi. Alright. I just need a power-up. That's all I need. Then I'll get through it. Take it down, down, doopy, take it down, down. Come on. This isn't, it's not difficult. Why am I doing this? It's the definition of insanity. It's trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And that's the way it's feeling right now. Alright. I thought about streaming the Kaizo Mario 3, but I'd be too afraid that I wouldn't get any progress. Oh, alright. Not what I was looking for. There we go. Sure, clap away, you stinking Chuck. Get on my face. Oh, alright. Jump on that bad boy, get over here. Make that jump, get Yoshi. Alright, let's do this. Come on. I know there's stuff there, but not worth it right now. Just gonna beat it. Come on. Oh man, dang it. That's right, it's here, right? Yep. Have you watched the cartoon shows based off of this game? Yeah, we were just talking about that. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I love it. I love everything about it. I remember watching it on VHS, because I wasn't old enough at the time to see it on TV. But I remember watching a specific one that had Rowdy Piper as a guest star. It was great. I love it. So good. I'm sure that the acting isn't as on par as I remembered it as a kid, but I still love it to this day, going back and watching it. Same with the OG Zelda cartoons. Excuse me. that whole thing. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's a fun chapter in Nintendo history. At least I'm assuming that that's what you're referring to, watching the cartoon shows. Because, yeah, it was good stuff. Or it was back in the day when it was still called Princess Toadstool and Koopa, not Bowser. Come on. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, alright. I'm losing my mind here. Losing at Mario World. These levels always freaked me out when I was a kid. Yep. And yep. The music was so freaky. Come on. You haven't watched the Legend of Zelda cartoon? It's not bad. It's clearly based off of it feels more like it was based off of the Link's Adventure, the second Zelda game. And it definitely feels a little Zelda CDI at times. Dang it. Just because of the animation style, but if you like old cheese like that and it's a little campy, it's definitely worth rewatching. There are a couple episodes that I would say are kind of but I mean there aren't too many, so you could definitely just catch up on them in one day and then be included in the conversation, which is always fun to be. So I guess that reference that I made, the excuse me thing, didn't really make any sense then. Oh, come on. It's ridiculous. It's Redonkadonk. Oh, alright. Who's your favorite Nintendo princess and why? Peach, Daisy, Zelda, Rosalina, Midna, Hilda. Oh man. Getting into waifu territory here. Not really, but favorite Nintendo princess. I really enjoy Zelda, but aside from Zelda, I enjoy Zelda because of her personality in Ocarina. I know that's weird to say, but that's like one of the few ones where she's actually given some sort of monumental part in the story, because prior to that she was just a princess that got captured and Link had to save her. So I would say probably Zelda in Ocarina of Time, or dang it, come on, or to be completely out there, I would say Rosalina, just because I enjoy her, the hidden lore that's supposedly behind it. If you watch any of the game theory stuff on YouTube, they have some interesting stuff about her and who her parents are and all these mixed up timelines on how she got to be the ruler of the galaxies. Come on. I'm gonna lose. If I lose all my lives, I'm gonna have to call it a night, because this is ridiculous. Have you played any of the F-Zero games? Yes. My favorite is still the one on SNES. I love the colors. I love the music, and it's fast enough that it definitely challenges me. On the King's Cup, I believe it's called, and some other ones. I think the one on GameCube was way too difficult for me, at least. It was come on, it was really, really fast. I think it was called F-Zero GX, maybe. Yes, I didn't get a chance to play the one on 64. I have it, but I haven't played it yet. Dang it! Come on, why is this? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Why? I don't remember. I think that one's just called F-Zero X, if I believe. For both Super Mario Galaxy games in the future. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I have not played through the full second one. I've beaten the first one. Everyone says that the second one's better, but come on, why is the jump I'm just losing it. That's what's happening. I am not doing well. Okay. Yes, they're absolute. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. It's that time of night, I guess. I usually don't suck at games, but when I do, it's at the easy ones. So, I think I'd love to see your streams, Blue Hedgehog Man. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, that'd be great to let me know, because I would absolutely follow you. And if you, I love your company on these streams. It's nice to talk with you about this retro stuff in history. So if you can subscribe and hit the little notification button, it'll let you know when I usually stream and when I go live. You can watch our latest videos. So love to talk with you again. Back in the day, I first bought F-Zero X, Nintendo 64. I never played GX, GameCube, and always wanted to. Yeah, I've always wanted to play X, just because it feels like it'd be a little bit tamer, a little bit more tame than GX. But if you like things that are blindingly fast, definitely check out F-Zero GX. If you watch a speed run of it, it's even more blinding, because it's all about, like the other ones, were not hitting anything. So you can imagine 60 frames at 500 plus miles per hour. It's ridiculous. Thanks for the stream. Only stream on Twitch, not YouTube. Gotcha. I thought about going on Twitch, but our viewer base right now is on YouTube, and it'd be a kind of an awkward transition. So that will definitely be something. I have a Discord personally. Sadly, the channel does not. So I will definitely create one and post one. That would be helpful. But in the meantime, you can leave a little comment, or I'll comment later on, whatever. So sorry if I'm not being really talkative, because it's really difficult to think right now. But I will definitely keep you in my thoughts. It was a pleasure talking with you. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream and participated. We actually do have a Twitter, now that I think about it, but we never use it. I will check it out in 1 second. It's been forever since we posted on there. So yeah, we can, if you want, we can catch up again on the next stream. I usually stream earlier than this, a little bit earlier, but usually around like 11, 10 o'clock, something like that. So if you stay notified, we'll keep in touch, and it'll be great. So always a pleasure. Glad you guys liked the stream. Anybody else that was out there that just kind of lurked and listened, glad you enjoyed it. I will continue to be doing this from the future. If you guys have any other suggestions that you guys want me to play, comment below, add it in the comments. I will absolutely play it, and I probably have it, so we can definitely experiment with games and stuff like that. So yeah, you have a good night too, man. Oh, 4 a.m. where you're at. Yeah, it's 2:55 here, so 3 o'clock. Not too much of a difference. We're in Minnesota Central Time, so I definitely understand it being late. So I appreciate you guys staying up with me. On that note, same bat time, same bat place. See you guys later. And we're out.